Oh my god, wow, oh my god, that episode was crazy. So I am definitely, you know, warmed up for ecchi animes with fan service and that stuff, right? I don't see I'm live yet. I think I'm live, but I don't see an update here, so sorry if I'm a little fresh again. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm live. Good. Sometimes it takes time to actually see me yourself in live. So yeah, it's for the band hero. I keep saying that, but Wednesday is the ecchi day. It's like I said last season was because of other Mother Dormitory and so on. And yeah, last season had Dragon's Maid and so on. Mother Dormitory also very ecchi animes on Wednesday. So Wednesday has become the ecchi henna day, right? But I keep saying it. Read the Healer obviously has some ecchi and some raunchy art stuff and so on, clearly. But actually, I keep saying this because very few people watch the anime, right? But Banished Hero, that's the most ecchi anime this season. It is insanely ecchi in some episodes, and every episode gets like worse, I think. This episode today was straight up Ero manga sensei, right? The sister's in love with the brother, she only wants the brother. She's like, I'm gonna live with you. She wants to go into him in the shower and this stuff. And then it's a lot of, and there's like half the episode takes place in an onsen, in a bathhouse. And then one girl, spoiler, but one of the girls, she's like, my hobby is to review bathhouses! It's like, why? Why is that a part of the anime? Because it's ecchi, yeah. It's like her hobby is to go into bathhouses. Of course it is. And she sits in this like super weird scene. She's like pushing up her oppas in, you know, it's like, oh, look at my oppa. It's making sense. But here we know, Read the Healer certainly also has a lot of ecchi scenes, right? So I am definitely warmed up. Let's throw in the timer and start watching it. So I'm gonna put the timer up. And there we go. So 3, 2, 1, and go. Because I mean, this anime is gonna be also equally ecchi, right? So Wednesday is the weird ecchi day when I watch anime and stuff. Very, very. Okay, so immediately it's like a beach episode. Nice. Okay, yeah. Immediately it's like nice. Opposite the beach. Okay, good, good. If it feels my dreams here. Okay, good. Yeah. Immediately it's like oppas. CDI both clearly. Kinda weird, but whatever. Actually, why are you doing this thing? Is it a beast episode? Something like that. Maybe. Okay, I mean, mom told him to make grandkids, right? So mom is like, let's go to the beach and score some. I guess she's like the... I guess she's, what's it called? Lighthouse? Yeah, lighthouse waifu. Some new uses for your waifu. Yeah, lighthouse waifu. That's some new uses for your waifu. But okay, so we can see both of the girls in, yeah, in the bikini so on. Very good, very good. I'm straight up very warmed up for this, right? Because Banished Hero had like 5-6 girls showing off their tapas for like 10 minutes. So yeah, I'm like, yeah. I don't know. And they're always like, I love you, oh, let's share him forever in the bedroom. Yeah, it's very nice for Lugu that he has 2 wives and they both want to marry him or whatever, yeah. They're always fine with like, yeah, let's have fun together. Of course he's in love with Dia, right? His original sister waifu. Another error manga says a kind of characterization. But yeah, for some reason they had to infiltrate from the beach. Because that makes sense. It certainly makes sense, right? Oh, maybe it's a little too big. I kind of love his image though. Okay, he can stay there. The art can stay in there. Come on. It's my mascot now. Come on. I mean, certainly it's gonna be some assassination plan, right? We need to like sneak in from the beach here, show some oppas, and then we're gonna kill some guy. Yeah, like, yeah. Yes. Yeah, so was Maha is the resourceful lady. I think she's the most useful wife, right? By far. She's the economic wife, right? She's the one that makes the money. Oh, Dia-sama? To his first wife. No, he definitely do it. Come on, yeah, no, he has to do it, man. This is a way to win over his first wife, right? Yeah, the true goal of his life, right? To get his medical sensei sister wife, you know, the full. Then he got the full collection out of wives. It's very important for him. Super important. I mean, what else, right? He needs to get her into his like collection. Super important. And I mean that genuinely, right? Because yeah, he needs to get like the OG wife. Right? He's in love with her, and you know he got the other bunch of wives and so on. But this is the real wife, right? And she also gives him the chemistry lesson, so she has her use as well, right? She has use as well, to some extent, certainly. To some extent, right? So, put up this thing. But yeah, opening is free time. I also said opening is spend time and I do other stuff. Come on. Maybe the best part is every episode has the weird goddess things. Yeah, I love the shit, you know, when the goddess is like, I'm a DJ! That might be the best part, right? Seeing the goddess and her weird stuff, yeah. Like, oh, I'm gonna capture this guy. More bitch episode? I guess so. Okay, fine. Oh, come on. I want to see more girls in the bikinis. Ah, here we go. I talked to his wife, right? Yeah, exactly. It's original waifu. This is kind of kawaii, though. Kind of travels to her, you know, throws a rock. It's like a girl next door kind of thing, you know. It's like love with his big sister, right? You know, yeah. But he has a fly there, though. But still, you know, for him, it's like the girl next door, right? He's in love with his, you know, big sister teacher woman, only a Shan character. And he's also happy to meet him and so on. One thing I reached to here though, to continue so, why is she always at home though? Wasn't she like a teacher? Wasn't she like traveling around teaching young boys to do magic? Why is she like stopped being a sensei? She was like, I'm in love with this boy, so I'm gonna stay at home and wait for him every day, yeah. She kinda like stopped her own urgency of her career. She used to be like a career woman, right? She fell in love and she just quit her job, yeah. She kinda become a stay-at-home wife after she fell in love. I'm just saying. I'm just pointing it out, man. You know, she used to be a little more like, this is my dreams, right? My dreams of my life or whatever. You know, I'm right. Honestly, I'm right on that. She definitely became a little more. It's like, oh, I'm just gonna wait for him to, you know, visit me and so on. Who cares about my own career? A little bit like I'm right. I know I'm right on that bit stuff. Certainly. Oh, it tells her about his being a merchant. Yeah. Tells her about that he's a merchant boy. I mean, obviously he's in love with her, so it's gonna be his real goal, right, to protect her. But he wants to marry her, and she wants to. Yeah. I can do it myself. Come on. Exactly. No, she's like, I have the powers. I don't need to protect me, boy. I'm a powerful magician girl, right? Yeah, she's gonna be like, come on, I protect this country with my powers. Okay, or then she will leave? What? Oh, I see, she's gonna die here too. Yeah, she's also gonna like... Okay, this might be very fan service, who knows the anime. Would surprise me if she just did fun of him. Here we go. Red and blue, honey! This is a date instead. Okay, it's good. He's the one date instead. I love it. Yeah, it is a cute date instead. He's like, I'm gonna protect you, I love you. It's a date. Come on, let's go! Yeah, of course. Now she can have brown hair, I guess. Oh yeah, now it's the adorable date instead. That's a good point. She asked him, this or this one. She picked a third dress. Yeah, I love that. That's woman, man. This anime is so relatable. Yeah, she's like, what do you want? Red or green? Right, she picked the blue one. Yeah, it's like she picked neither. This is every female ever. Oh, those magic Isekai, man. Women are the same. Yeah. CGI birds. This anime has some weird CGI sometimes. It's not a big deal, but it's just very noticeable. Like those birds were clearly not CGI. Yeah. It's kind of weird. This guy knows way too much about food and so on. Exactly. Why do you know more about me? Why do you know this stuff? Oh, I'm a traveler. Yeah, like why do you know this stuff? And he goes a weird CGI card again. Suspicious. Might be an assassin of sort. Yeah. Or they might be in danger. That thing's kind of horrible. I can detect people's. Yeah, like everyone here is like an assassin or something. For him, right? Everyone's dangerous if you can feel. Not everyone, but you know what I mean. Like he can feel that all over the place. I mean, not literally everyone, but a lot of people. Every direction, right? To the enemies. Like a weapon store, I guess. She's so kawaii though. I have to give it though. She's now with a very cute girl. Yeah, it's like a typical weapon store, right? Crossbows and they also sell. What is this store? Are you shoot it down again? It's like one of those typical. This is what this thing is? I thought it was like an. Oh, you can't cheat. Damn it! You gotta win. Yeah, you gotta win with skills, boy. I want you to win with my good boyfriend Matteo has to win with. Yeah, exactly. You gotta win with your skills. But I mean, isn't he like a well-trained assassin anyway? Does he really need to use magic to aim? Isn't he like... I don't know. Just shoot it, man. He doesn't have to cheat. I mean, he's gotta do it anyway. He's like the best assassin ever, anyway. I was gonna put that on stupid arbitrary rule, right? Oh yeah, she has to do it. So he has something. But if it's really strange, I thought it was like a, I don't know, like a crossbow store. But it's one of those like, yeah, Zelda shooting range where you go and play for you know... You win teddy bears or whatever. Yeah, you win your rupees or whatever. Yeah, one of those things. I don't know. It just seems. I'm gonna be annoying thinking this thing, but I'm just gonna say this thing. This thing seems incredibly unrealistic to have in a medieval store. You know, I mean, am I the only one? I mean, I love the Zelda games, but they're a Zelda game, right? But I'm just like, would anyone actually have this store in medieval time? Because people don't actually train with the archery, right? This works on like modern carnivals. This couldn't have been a good business to have during medieval times. Am I the only one saying this? I mean, I love the Zelda games and so on, and it's in those games, but it doesn't make any sense that they have that in medieval time because people are well trained with archery during those times. No one would ever be able to have that store and actually retain the money, right? It would never work. I'm just dropping. It's a cute date thing, but it doesn't make any sense. if I ever write an Isekai where they have this like store thing, they're not gonna have this shit because it doesn't make any sense. Okay, here we go. So God is right. The best, the true. She is of course a true best girl of the anime. Kind of a cute. Is it a girl? A cute boy or a girl? Yeah, I haven't seen. They're all men, right? But they look like a Bishonen guy otherwise. Well, she's like a sensei, sensei goddess. Yeah, kind of like a little prison school sensei goddess, though. Yeah, a little bit hentai there, little. Okay, so what's even the plan here? Like, should I send a sensei to, I don't know, train people maybe to fight the hero? I don't know. What would be the strategy? Like, train people to fight for you? Oh, she looks so disappointed now. I guess she's so bored of it. She's like, oh. Another example. She's really bad at picking people, yeah. She's so tired of shit. She's like, ugh, another failure. Like, she... Yeah. I stopped that goddamn hero. But I don't know what she put that sensei for. Like, her... I don't know what she's doing it, yeah. Gotta save the world, right? But... But... It's a little bit like... Yeah, we didn't see what the hero would fail. I don't know. I guess the sensei would train people to fight hero. Right. Man, I can't drop that thing now. I don't know. I'm sorry, but I never thought about it before. I don't know why I thought about it before. But it doesn't make any sense to have these archery ranges in these medieval times. Like in Zelda so on. I never thought about it before. But now my brain can't stop thinking about it because it doesn't make any sense. It's like I never consider it. And now I just can't drop it. I'm just like, it's so stupid. I don't know. I will try to drop it, but I'm just like, the more I see Teddy Boy, the more I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Why would you have that? But yeah, not have a cute date here, right? Oh yeah, he wanted his cooking, yeah, very, you know, familiar, yeah. I make you my own lasagna. You're an assassin, gonna be good chef, right? Oh my god, romance. Just like one date episode. Yeah, the whole episode is a rom-com anime. But I think this anime also is a lot of rom-com, you know. It's a lot of dating and waifus and training his waifus to be his slaves to some extent. But it's a lot of... This anime also have 50% just a rom-com. 50% is a harem anime, right? Definitely so. Much more than some kind of assassin Isekai storyline. Like, that's also part of it, but... half of it is definitely just him trying to score. Certainly. Okay, the boy is lost, probably. Lost the mom. Maybe she's dead though. This anime is kind of brutal, right, sometimes, but... oh, the teddy bear is gonna be... yeah, I think they can both fly and so on. They can probably find her. Yeah, I think they have the magical power to find his mom pretty easily, right? Like, oh, I have this like complete town portal magic and so on. Yeah, it's no problem. Yeah, do a echo load strategy. He's definitely softened up, right? Man, this guy is getting into a softie. Used to be a badass assassin man that hated everyone. Now it's like guy with playing with teddy bears and saving small children. He's such softie these days. He lost his edge, man. He used to be a well-trained murder guy. And now he's all like, oh, little bit teddy bear and children. He's way too in love, man. This guy lost his mojo. Exactly. I want to make good memories with my wife, right? Come on. Exactly. And she's all like, "Oh, you love me. You're so kind." Yeah, he's pretending to be. Oh, I'm just trying to have a good day. It's like, "Oh, you're in love with me. You're so nice." Yeah. Okay, what are you going out in? Like a shirt or something? Oh, a onsen episode! Here we go! Onsen episode! We just had 10 minutes onsen in Bench Hero. I need more onsen. Let's see if we can defeat the episode of... oh, she guess she's gonna do it in front of him. Yeah, of course there's a mixed bat. NANI?! No, of course you won't! Come on, it's anime, man! Look at Isekai! Of course you're gonna separate the genders. I have reserved our onsen, a private onsen. Here we go. She's like, let's go! Yeah, man. It's gonna be... let's see if they can defeat Banished Heroes 10 minutes of constant up-bias. He's like, oh, they had no shame back in medieval time. I understand. He's like, oh, of course. This woman has no shame. this woman has no shame. It makes sense. Like, okay. Yeah, now he's like, should I do it with her? Should I be... yeah, am I too young to be horny? Oh man, he's gonna go and... here we go, let's go! Okay, so far it's tamer than Banished Hero, which was very not tame, as always. But who knows, man, this anime is really heated, right? Who knows? They're probably gonna do it. They're probably gonna have the full go on the basis. It probably would surprise me if they end up doing it, because this anime is, you know. Ah, no, she used to, yeah. Now it was okay. Steam. Ah, they're showing everything. But I mean, this is I'm also watching the real version here. They're just showing her oppa, the actual details. Definitely not family friendly. Family friendly, I mean. We can't show anything. Yeah, family friendly. It's oh! Like now? She's like floating and she's actually showing her up. Oh man, this... well, yeah. This is an anime, I guess. This is an anime. I can't show anything, of course. Well, I guess it's fine, I guess. At least it's fine. It's floating now. But before, the scene before that, They actually show details, guys. They actually show details, man. So I guess this is winning then. Arguably against Bad Hero. Because they actually showed her, little nip slip there. They actually showed the whole thing there. But I'm thinking about this anime has censored version, right? Read the healer, I guess, right? So they probably took these versions. But yeah, that's onsen read the healer style. They're actually showing some stuff there. They actually did it. And there's so few anime these days that actually show you the full opera, right? Yeah. It wasn't very long though. And now they're just like floating in the water. I mean, now it's like nothing, right? Yeah. Now it's way more tame than Bad Hero was. And now it's just like, yeah, they're floating in the water. So I mean, now it went, it's kind of funny because it went from like actually showing the full opera, and now it's like way tamer than what the normal animes. It's just kind of strange. It went from like super basic, almost hentai, not really, but you know, kind of like ecchi anime, right? And now it's like just barely even ecchi anymore. It's actually kind of weird in that sense. I feel. And I mean, yeah. Okay, now she's some oppas again. Okay, now they're just like, this is really the healer onsen style, yeah, okay. Oh, they're gonna do it. Maybe they're gonna kiss at least. Oh, kissing? Oh! Oh, yeah, and they dropped their... Okay, that was cute too. They started kissing and they also lost their hair color, but back to the white hair color. That was a nice touch to it. Then they kissed and then the hair color turned back to the white hair color. Yeah, that was a nice touch. Really weird though, because they started kissing and then the water turned into like, I don't know, sunburst or something. It started kissing and the water turned into like sunlight or something. I don't know, that didn't make any sense. What did you use water? But yeah, now they're back at the... This is one date episode. Well, I guess an assassin might come now, right? The last minute here. Date episode into an assassin. Maybe. Yeah, I've been waiting, girl. Yeah, stay Genki, you know. Stay Genki. Man, this is very death flaggy. He's leaving here now. Nothing happened with the assassins. This feels super like weird. Like nothing happened in the actual assassination danger, right? Whatever. Nothing actually happened to her in the danger, and now he's just leaving here. He's probably just fake leaving. He's probably staying close or something. Because it seems very weird how he just leaves her after the date and... Oh, wait, they're all her assassins? I guess. She's evil. She's the princess. She's the evil... Oh, what's happening? I guess a good twister. Is she the evil leader? She says pretend. Yeah, she's actually isn't, she's a... I guess he's the target or something. I don't know. I guess she's gonna kill him or something? Yeah. Oh, interesting. It's a twist in the end. Actually, yeah, damn it, man. After the credits? Yeah, okay. Okay, let's jump to that immediately. Something after the credits, okay. Some kind of... Yeah, but she seems to be trying to kill him instead, right? There's all our ruse. She's the evil one. There's a big twist actually if Dia's evil. Yeah, see something's happening now with maybe his father or something. Look at that. Is Dia trying to kill his family? Or... That's like his cousin. No, his father, okay. No, but the guy is... An assassin, I guess, like a cousin, right? That's what I meant. To kill Dia, I guess. Kill your love interest, boy! The woman you love it. Yeah, which is her, of course, Countess. Yeah, you're gonna kill Dia, huh? My waifu! No! Yeah, the big twist there. That's a good twist at the end there. You're gonna kill your love interest, yeah. Betrayal! You're gonna kill your woman you love it, yeah. A good twist. Definitely. The episode kind of started with him, of course. The whole episode is a date episode, right? It's just a complete date episode. But, of course, it ends with actually revealing that Dia, she's the leader, right? Yeah. Dia is the evil leader. She's the actual target. She's like, oh, I'm gonna have to kill you now. I'm sorry, boy, but, you know, you're my target now, yeah. And she's like, I have to murder you instead. But interesting, yeah. They had like a romantic kiss, right? And she's clearly in love with him, and he's in love with her. And she's like, oh, I'm gonna kill you now, so I guess they're gonna have to fight her next episode. But actually, she's like a super hard target, though. If he first ignored he's in love with her, if he first ignored that he's in love with Dia, right? If we ignore that fact that he's in love with this woman, She's now the actual target. It's really hard because she's like the strongest magician, right? She's the arc kind of mage, right? That taught him magic. So not only is he in love with her, but she's also his master, right? Like it is magical master. So also hard to fight her. But it was actually a really good twist in the last minute. And it's a good build-up because it goes from... how would I say it, right? It goes from a typical onsen date episode when they kiss, of course. What's the kiss scene? Yeah, they have a little romantic kiss scene, right? Like that, there it is. So, yeah, they have a romantic date episode. They kiss in the end. And of course, in the last minute, it's like, oh, actually, she's evil, I have to kill her. So, yeah, I like it. This anime, it's, I said it earlier. It sounds like an insult, and someone said it is, right? But, like, it's surprisingly good. You know what I mean? Redo Healer, I like Redo Healer, right? But I like Redo Healer for what it was. Like an ecchi anime with fighting and so on, right? I like Redo Healer for what it was, right? But this anime is actually really well written, yeah. Like it's seriously well written, because this is a great build-up. They have a good date episode. They have some typical, of course, like trophy, whatever date scenes, but it's fine. They have this really good, like, chemistry and the kiss so on, right? And I also like the next scene here. I really like that when they were kissing, the hair turned white again, right? Yeah. So of course they were in disguise, started kissing, started making out, and then they kind of turn into like their native, we call it like native color, like an original form, whatever you call it, right? So that happened. That was a really nice touch to it. And then of course she's like, I'm in love with you, you're in love with me. They had this like romantic standoff, right? And immediately when he leaves, she's like, okay, it's fine now. Her arm goes up, and it's like, yeah, we're gonna kill him tomorrow. Yeah, it's like, that's a really good twist. How it went from like this full date episode, full romance, into like, okay, we're gonna kill each other. Yeah, we are mortal enemies. I have to murder him next time I see him, right? That was really nice. And also very ecchi. Very ecchi, right? There's more than one version, I believe. I'm watching here, right? The Man of Culture version, the Assassin's version. They're actually showing her oppies. Yeah, they're actually straight up showing her oppies. That took me for a surprise, definitely. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that felt very Redo Healer. Yeah, they're actually showing the actual deals, right? They're showing the deals. However, though, what I think is very strange with this anime is that after you show her oppies, it's a very short oppies. It's just does like a flip with her head, right? And okay, well, yeah, and afterwards she kind of is lays in the water and shows her oppies, yeah, a little bit, I suppose. But that's it, right? And there's one other scene later too. But they don't show more than that. And she's kind of flat or whatever. Like she's, they don't show much more than that. So I think it's kind of interesting, though. I'm talking from like an ecchi standpoint here. I'm gonna review it from an ecchi standpoint now. But as I mentioned earlier in the reaction part, just before this stream, the stream before, I watched Balance Hero. That anime is crazy ecchi. That anime is like constantly just onsen and boobies, and it's just it's all the time, right? All the time, just insanely amount of that, right? And I'm saying it's good, but I'm just saying it. What I find strange with anime, though, as I said earlier in the reaction part, is that while it actually did show us the full oppa in for like 3 scenes, very very short scenes, but it did full oppa, right? And I guess it's a censored version, of course, right? We won't show it, probably. And that's definitely the benefit of this anime, though. However, though, which I find strange anime, is that's the only thing, right? The other scenes that is in here is very, very, how to say it, vanilla, right? Yeah. The other onsen scenes part, though, the other, like, the onsen is maybe like, 4 minutes. So, of this 4 minutes, maybe it's like, I don't know, let's say 30 seconds then. That is full oppa, okay. But the other 3.5 minutes is just this kind of thing right here. Like, you see their faces, it's very like, the water is not transparent, right? We don't see anything. So that's one thing that I find actually very strange in that way, because you would feel they could just go all the way, right? If you're gonna do full oppa for like 10 seconds, couldn't you also then, because then it's like, then that's kind of the team you have, right? Couldn't you just do it all the way? If you look at my previous review, as I mentioned, the scene before this, right? You talked about Banished Hero. I'm going to compare it here, because I have, of course, the Banished Hero. I can go to look at that quickly. And of course, I can't show you guys, family-friendly reason. I can't show you guys fully what is happening, right, in Banished Hero. But like, I'm immediately like, oh man, this anime is so crazy, actually. This anime is way worse, yeah. I'm just laughing at, I cannot show you this stuff. But for example, in Banished Hero, right, this is the scene before this thing, Tise is in the bathroom and is in the onsen, and she's the girl that is into onsen, right? She's in the onsen with the hero and the main girl, then, right? If it's the anime, with Rit, and they're all just completely showing it, right? But what I mean, I think it's kind of funny that this anime, this very scene before it was over her eyes, and it shows her like those girls, yeah. Before she does it like they're scaring me kind of thing. The scene before that, she has a scene where she's like just showing her up eyes like this, and just completely like just flexing them in a really weird way. And then in the next scene, she's gonna stare at obviously the wife's big up eyes, right? And the camera goes completely on this gigantic up eyes, like completely on them and showing everything. Yeah, and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, like it zooms in on them in the very next scene. That's why her eyes are fitting. She like stares at them, and camera dives into the crotch and then the up eyes of his wife, yeah, of the main character's wife, right? And then it goes to his sister, and it goes back and forth between these two, and they're like both, yeah. However, though, important part is that, however, in this anime, they don't actually, do the detail up right there. So the girl is completely, showing everything, right? But the oppa is actual, like, the detail isn't there. So I find this just weird. You see these two animes, like, side by side, right? Like, one of them has a few seconds of actual fully detailed female character, right? But then all the other scenes are much more like kind of vague and not really showing anything, or like not really going into it, right? And then the other anime, it never shows you like a full 100% so big reveal scene, but every other scene is like 99%, right? I feel it's like a weird, I don't know, like I would expect this kind of anime, right? Like here with Hero, this anime that's willing to go full out wouldn't do this stuff where like, oh, here they're floating in the water, but it's just like the water isn't transparent, like that thing. Why is the water not transparent for? I sound like a super pervert. I see the waters, but I hope people see my point here. I actually kind of find it very, very weird. Like, where's the rules here? Like, why is this thing doing, like muddy water, right? Muddy mist water. But it does show you the full screen in 1 second. And the other anime is like completely transparent water all the time, shows you everything, but doesn't do the detailed oppa. It feels so weird. Like, where this anime? I don't understand the rules. Like, why is this thing okay? That thing not okay? I don't get it. I just don't get it. But one thing I had said earlier, I feel over the years now, generally speaking, not really like on my channel or whatever, but I mean to my friends and so on, 5-6 years ago, whatever, long before I did YouTube or whatever, right? One thing that I've been thinking about a lot when it comes to anime and manga is that, and I said it many times before on the streams, and I said, anime used to be way more brutal, right? And in one way, being an anime fan, being like an old man anime fan, right? I definitely did, I sound like an old man, I used to be better in my life, but it does actually really feel like it used to be way better when it comes to this kind of mature stuff, right? When I was a kid, yeah. but I really feel that. I think objectively so, I would say, because like the more anime gets popular, right, over maybe the 2000s then, so especially roughly 10 years ago, but even before that, basically early 2000, since then anime has been more and more like, oh, we can't do this thing, or we can't do that thing, and so on. For example, if you go and watch an anime like Green, it's an ecchi harem anime, which is pure, like rom-com ecchi harem. Like that anime, the girls are naked in the opening. In the opening, that's in the opening, man. That's like a rom-com, in the opening. Girls Bravo, they're also doing that. Yeah, like those openings are crazy. Those animes were just full out, showing everything, right? Even though it was like a typical rom-com harem show, right? And that's kind of what I grew up with, yeah. Like rom-com harem animes, they used to just show you everything, or at least be very, very like, very specific with it, yeah, like extremely small details, right? And I really do miss that. That's why in one way, as I said earlier, I like this anime, because it actually goes the full way, it actually shows you the oppas, right? I really like that, because as I said in another review of the anime, it's like, if you're gonna have like murder scenes, you're gonna have a scene where this guy kills a guy, right? You're gonna have a scene with the main character. Like last episode, he snipes a guy, right? If you're gonna have those scenes, you should also be able to show the oppa. I just feel like, for me, it goes back to that whole, if you ever looked at the what's called Mortal Kombat controversy, right? That's a few years ago. Mortal Kombat is like, they have this insane, brutal death scene. They're splicing up people in two, and I mean, obviously Mortal Kombat, very famous for its very, very explicit death scenes. And at the same time, the creators, NetherRealms, on the same time, Nether Studios, on the same time, they are like, oh, but we can't have this female character fighting in a bikini, just to fight in like a full-on armor. Like, for me, it makes no sense, right? For me, it's like, if you can have this like incredible visceral, scenes, right? You can also have the goddamn character in a bikini. Like you either can do both or you can do neither. Right? Either it's like a very, very like full-on game, so to speak, or it's not, right? And anime, and I blame this on popularity, right? I really do. Anime, in my opinion, because it's bigger and bigger in the West, right? And the West has this issue with, ecchi, right? But there's no issue with violence. Anime has become more and more like, oh yeah, we have to censor the whatever, right? We have to censor this scene, but we can have the character murder 10 people, like too many things ever. It doesn't matter. And I think that's a huge issue. I think that really comes from I think mostly West America. Yeah, this deserves another video, I think, by itself. One day I will bother doing it, but I think also, as I mentioned more time, it's anime. Another view is that I look at it from I suppose a European stance, right? I'm from Sweden originally. I grew up in Europe, and I also have family in like Belgium and in France, so right. And manga and anime is very big, right? Also in the French speak countries like Belgium and France, very, very big there. And I read a lot of these Belgian comics too as a kid. I have a lot of them, right? And read most of them. And Belgian comics and also French, but especially Belgian comics, they're very famous, right? A lot of Belgian comics. They are also much, much more brutal, right? The American comics are way more brutal when it comes to death and R scenes. And they are very, very explicit. Yeah, they feel a lot more in the hero side. Yeah, they're very much like, if you read that, like my favorite is Torgal. It's my favorite European Belgian comic. Torgal has everything, man. The main character gets art, like in Berserker. It's like a very Berserk similar storyline. Medieval Vikings comic. The main character gets art, his wife gets art, he kills a lot of people, the people die left and right, arms are flying. That stuff goes like, it's like seinen kind of style Belgian comic, I suppose. But it's very, very brutal in every direction, right? And that's what I expect when you have those kind of scenes, I mean. But I feel anime used to be a lot more like that, and then they kind of dropped that, and I blame that on popularity. I blame that on trying to become more mainstream, whatever. But this anime, it definitely, I feel, one reason that I like it, right? Yeah, because it keeps having this more old school anime where it's fine to have like a death scene, and it's fine to have the main character, the main love interest showing her oppas. It's no problem throwing in some oppa scenes every now and then when it's fitting the storyline or whatever, right? Yeah, and it also reminds me of something like Berserk or other, seinen and stuff, right? Where it's a little more like, yeah, we're gonna do the full thing here. We're gonna show them actually doing it, and then we're gonna fight or whatever. Except one anime I like Kizoku Kitten, right? Yeah, that kind of stuff. Yeah, of course we're gonna do the full on stuff, right? But that's why I kind of like, this author, right? And while Radio Hero was used mostly a hen with plot, I guess, this anime is more like a plot with hen stuff, right? Yeah, it's like the opposite. But I don't know, this anime is really good. The twist was great there. It built up this romance, and then you showed an actual, I felt like a much better romantic scene than most animes, right? And then it kind of, pulled the heart out to be like, she's actually evil, you're gonna kill her. That being said, though, I guess for the next 2 episodes, we're gonna have the end, right? 1-2 more episodes. I will certainly be very surprised if they actually kill each other. Come on, they're in love, right? They're gonna have somehow they're gonna work this out, right? Come on, he's clearly can't kill the woman he's in love with. She loves him, right? They're gonna have to work it out somehow. But they're probably gonna fight first, though, or at least fight the lackeys or whatever, and then the end they're gonna kiss and make out, right? I can't see them killing each other. No. I think their love is for real, right? I would say so. One late thing that I want to say, though, that I of course reacted to, and I was like, what is this thing? I never thought about it before, but this thing is really stupid. This thing is really stupid, man. Having this thing in medieval time, it doesn't make any goddamn sense. And I mentioned earlier, Reacción, I was like, you know what, this is like an every Zelda game. You go and play some, this doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you have this in medieval time? Because, not that just Link is a good archer, but I mean, let's say that you have like an elf village, right? So elves are known for the archery skills, right, and so on. Why would you like, I'm gonna have one of these like shoot the arrow at this thing and you win a prize thing? Imagine have that in an elf village. you were never gonna make any money because people are obviously gonna be great at shooting archery, so they're gonna take all your money, right? It's gonna make any sense. This kind of activity makes sense in a typical modern dating anime situation, right? It makes zero sense in like a medieval day situation. For some reason I never thought of it before, but now it's just like the illusion shattered for me. This is a really stupid thing to have in a medieval date. It doesn't make any goddamn sense. Because more people are probably gonna be really getting this, and they're gonna, ruin this store, right? I actually have a little bit of a life story on that. So short there. In my hometown, twice a year, there's always some kind of like huge market that comes, and part of that market is also having, like carnival stands, right? So it's basically like a big thing happens the beginning of summer, end of summer, right? And then it's of course all these market stands travel around the country, right, and so on. And one thing that's great here is that you can buy all these old comics, right? As I'm a nerd, they will also have some comic market stands, and they will sell you old Phantom comics and Tintin or whatever. It's a great way to get a collection of comics for that matter, and so on, right? This is of course back in the old days before you had eBay and so on. So this is like in the 90s, right? But one thing they had them on this carnival stand was of course you had to throw darts, right? Or throw you have to throw stuff right at balloons to one. If you pop enough of them right, you will win a prize. And I actually, not to brag here, but I was awesome. I am very good at that. So me being a weebo otaku guy, right? I've been training my. So I went to martial art. I did martial art my whole life, right? I've been training my suru controls. I won't make a joke here. My suru controls, right? Bam, 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 and also of course training my dart skill and generally throwing skills, right? So I was like 13 or so, and this carnival appeared with one of these throw the darts at balloons or whatever, so on. And I could go in there and be like, and I was like 100% the curve. I was like bam, 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 and I managed to do it. You do 3 throws. I like bam, bam, 3, got the biggest reward, right? And then I was like, oh yeah, okay, let's do it again. And I did it again, and I did it like 4 times in a row, got the 4 biggest things right, and people would bully me for being that weird ninja school kid, right? So to speak, of course. But people seeing that was like, holy shit, man! His aim is perfect for this kind of game, right? He's stood at home throwing a shurikens. This guy is perfect for this stupid carnival shit, right? So then everyone, of course, that knew me, they just gave me the money, right? They were like, here's some, $10 or whatever, right? So everyone pulled money to me. So then I returned to that place, and I stood there. I just took all his prices, right? Yeah. So it's like the first day of the carnival, and I completely bankrupted at the place. It's a true story. I mean, I went there. Everyone gave me their money, and I was like, but I just got all the prices right. And then I got a lifetime ban from playing on this carnival. so after doing that the first day, then they gave me a lifetime ban. So I wasn't allowed to play any of the other carnival, whatever, the other stands. Yeah, I ruined that stand, the dart, the throwing stand. Yeah, they were like, oh, he's too good at this. So I got the lifetime, yeah. Goddamn, coming in here, being good at it. But it's true then. So I managed to get all his prices, other prices. He couldn't even, support it, right? We got the money back, so yeah, he couldn't even give us anything else. I got everything he had, right? But that's what I was saying. I realized now, like, man, if you just bring one person here, in medieval time, they can archery, they're gonna ruin your business, right? It's a horrible business standpoint. In a carnival, modern carnival, it takes some bad luck, right, to meet like crazy Weibo kid that has the archery or the throwing skills. That being said, though, is still an issue, though, in this kind of stores, right? Yeah. It's always an issue. Right? We've seen a lot of animes that have that festival standpoint, right? It's always some kid that's really good at it and they ruin them. It's always like a big issue when someone appears and like, oh, actually, I know how to shoot. It's always an issue, yeah. It's kind of like having a buffet restaurant. It's always some fatso that can come and eat all your food, right? But it's a true story though. I was very good at throwing shurikens on. Spent all the time at home doing that right for a few years. I also trained at throwing knives, throwing cookeries, and so on, right? So I did all this stuff, and also for that matter, I used to train. I was training Jutsu and Jutsu for many years, right? You have this surigama. We have to throw the chain and catch people's hand with the chain. And so I spent a lot of time training on doing this kind of lasso chain throw. You can capture people's weapons. So that's very, very hard. We have to like capture their weapon with this chain weapon, and then disarm them. It's very complicated. So I trained at a lot, right? Stand at home training on like doors and on objects and so on. So I actually have, but I'm a big guy. I'm a big fatso, I feel, but I still feel I have very high dexterity. I'm like a fat guy with very, very high dexterity. I'm not high agility. No, not high agility. I'm not a fast guy, right? But I'm fast with my hands. I'm like Seimu Hang. I'm fast with my fingers. You know, yeah. I'm fast with this part. Yeah, I can't run fast, but I'm fast in close distance. But anyway, it's true though. I got like a lifetime ban from the carnival. Like I mean lifetime ban. So the next, you know, when they return the next year, I wasn't allowed. Yeah, I was like, this guy's banned from the carnival. This guy's banned, and lifetime ban. I got a picture of me, yeah. I was one of those guys, yeah. It's like back in the 90s, you know. I was like the old picture. This guy is lifetime banned. Yeah, I can't play anymore. But anyway, guys, see you guys about an hour now with Komi-chan. Of course, tomorrow we are doing Buji. Oh, it's a good anime. Also, ranking good anime. And I don't think there's One Piece tomorrow. Could be wrong, but I think One